Welcome to the Energy Show, where we explore electricity, innovation, and energy policy in Nigeria and beyond. I am your host, Tiana, and today we are asking, can Nigeria privatize its way to stable electricity? Now, let's face it, for many of us, the phrase, hey, NEPA has taken light, is more than a meme. It's a daily reality. Yes, you can relate because I can. Now, after billions of dollars and a whole power sector shake-up, the national grid is still, well, not very national, but barely a grid. Now, let's dig in with our cutlass. But I'm digging with my mouth. So, back in the year 2013, Nigeria did something bold. They took a bold step for the first time. Now, 11 distribution companies and 6 generation companies were sold to private investors. Let's talk about the idea, right? It's a question. Let the private sector do what government couldn't. Bring in money, run things efficiently, and give Nigerians the electricity we deserve. Now, that sounds reasonable, right? Yes, it does. But here's the catch. More than 10 years later, the average Nigerian still gets just 4 to 6 hours of power per day. If they are lucky, some areas are off the grid completely. Now you might be wondering, why hasn't privatization worked here in Nigeria? Well, part of the problem is that we don't just privatize, we commercialize dysfunction. Nigeria is really good at that, right? Now, most of the distribution companies didn't have the money or the expertise to turn things around. Infrastructure was weak, billing systems were broken, and many communities didn't have the meters to run those things. And now, let's not forget, even when power is generated, the transmission system can't carry enough of it to where it's needed. Nigeria can generate around 30,000 megawatts, but only about 4,000 actually reach homes and businesses. Wow, that seems like a whole lot. Now, privatization without deep reform, that's like repainting a broken car engine. It looks good, yes, but it's still not going anywhere. Like, I go nowhere. But what about other countries? Let's talk about the other countries. We're going to zoom out a little, yes, to South Africa. It's had its share of load shedding on electricity, but Eskom, the state-owned utility, still generates over 45,000 megawatts. Talk about Ghana. It's not perfect either, but it's managed to reduce power costs dramatically after major reforms and partnerships with the private sector. Now, here's the lesson. Privatization alone doesn't fix power. It has to be a part of a bigger plan, including strong regulation, reliable grid infrastructure, and trust between governments, investors, and the people. Now, let's talk about the signs of progress. But it's not all doom and darkness. Like, there's light, but I'm not in the tunnel anyways. Now, in the year 2013, Nigeria passed the Electricity Act, which gives states the power to generate and distribute their own electricity. That means Lagos, Edo, Kaduna, they can now create their own mini-grids, sign their own deals, and bypass the broken national system. Now, private companies are also pushing forward with solar projects, independent power plants, and renewable energy hubs popping across the country. Is this the start of a power revolution? Maybe. So, can privatization work here in Nigeria? Yes, privatization can work, but only if the entire value chain, generation, transmission, distribution is fixed. Fixed, yes. Now, contracts are reinforced and even investors are held accountable. And the government plays its role not just as a referee, but as a builder of trust. Electricity isn't just a commodity. It powers economies, hospitals, schools, and even the future, our own future. So, can Nigeria privatize its way to stable power? Yes, it can, but only if we fix the foundation first. Privatization without reform is like changing the driver while the car is still on fire. Like, are you whining me? And that's all for today, guys, on the Energy Show. If you have enjoyed this episode, because I am so sure you did, subscribe, share, and follow us across our social media platforms at the TLIG Africa. Do you have questions or stories about clean energy in Africa? Reach out, and we'd love to hear from you. And also, if you have a product or service relating to energy you would love to promote, do reach out to us, and we'd love to partner with you. Now, thank you so much for listening to the Energy Show. I am Tiana, and until next time, stay powered up and stay informed. Bye, guys.